Pavel Petrovich Anosov is a historical person, especially significant for Zlatoust, and it is not by chance that the monument to him is located in Zlatoust in the city center. Although he was born in St. Petersburg, and the last years of his life spent working in Siberia. However, 30 years of his service were spent in Zlatoust. Having come to the Ural city as a young engineer, a graduate of the mining cadet corps, he made a brilliant career in Zlatoust. 30 years later, he left the city with the rank of Major General of the Corps of Mining Engineers and a recipient of 5 orders. Anosov built his career at the arms factory, where he served as director for many years. While not originally tasked with metallurgy, he believed deeply in his responsibility as the head of arms production to ensure the manufacture of high-quality cold weapons for the Russian army. The quality of the weapons directly depended on the quality of the steel used for the blades. So Anosov considered it crucial for Zlatoust to produce the world's best blade steel. He personally dedicated his free time to this endeavor, spending countless hours in the factory workshops. Eventually, he succeeded in producing high-quality cast steel. Anosov was also known for his geological achievements, having discovered several mineral deposits, including a promising gold deposit near Zlatoust in the Mias area. However, his greatest fame came from uncovering the secret of making Damascus steel, known as bulat in Russian, which had once been manufactured in ancient India, Persia, and other Eastern countries. The method of its production had been lost during the Middle Ages. Despite many samples of ancient Damascus blades surviving, Anosov's discovery revived this ancient technique, securing his legacy in metallurgical history. Bulat steel is distinguished from any other by its beautiful pattern on the surface, which is inherent in the metal structure itself. Attempts to achieve this pattern mechanically have been unsuccessful. It's worth noting that the key property of bulat steel is its combination of hardness and flexibility. Anosov realized that bulat needed to be forged in a small closed volume. He personally set up the production of refractory crucibles for this purpose. Additionally, he designed and built a smelting furnace and began his experiments. Anosov experimented with adding various components to the steel, including gold, platinum, silver, and even the rare aluminum of that time. In one experiment, he added several diamonds along with the ore during smelting. This resulted in patterns appearing on the steel's surface after polishing. By replacing expensive diamonds with inexpensive graphite, he found the perfect balance. When he published the results of his research, it became a sensation worldwide, and Anosov's books were translated into major European languages. However, despite numerous attempts by others to replicate his experiments, no one succeeded in producing bulat steel. Anosov concealed some significant nuances and chose not to publish them to prevent others from exploiting his discovery. He even refused rewards from well-known industrialists, the Denisovs, to avoid revealing his secret. Bulat steel continued to be produced at the Zlatoust factory until the 1917 revolution, and the Zlatoust factory remained the only place in Russia capable of manufacturing bulat and blades from bulat steel. Contrary to the belief that scientists have little time for personal life, Anosov was also a happy family man. Despite marrying later in life, around the age of 40, when he was already a colonel, he fathered 10 children. With the personal assistance of the emperor, all of his children received education, including his daughters. One of his sons, Nikolai Pavlovich Anosov, became a mining engineer who discovered rich gold deposits in the Russian Far East. After working in Zlatoust for 30 years, Pavel Petrovich Anosov did not seek to leave the region he loved so deeply. However, he was appointed chief superintendent of all Altai mining plants belonging to the imperial family. During one of his trips, he caught a severe cold and unfortunately died from pneumonia at the age of 53. Thus ended the life of the great Russian metallurgist Pavel Petrovich Anosov, who made an invaluable contribution to steelmaking, developed several metalworking technologies, and was one of the first in the world to apply a microscope to study microstructures. This is why portraits of Anosov often depict him with a microscope. And even the monument in Zlatoust portrays him with this instrument. As director of the Zlatoust arms factory and head of all mining plants, he elevated production to a qualitatively new level. Zlatoust cold weapons were recognized as the best in the world, not only on battlefields, but also at various international exhibitions. It's worth noting that at these exhibitions, competitors often attempted to challenge the awards given to Zlatoust weapons. Twice, European weapon makers from England and Spain tried to protest the jury's decision. In response, Zlatoust craftsmen proposed a blade crossing challenge. European and Zlatoust blades were crossed in a so-called test battle. After the blades clashed against each other, the Zlatoust blades showed no scratches, while the European, Spanish, and English blades had dents, notches, and other damage.